Welcome back to the Petite Homestead. We are making fermented honey and garlic today. Both have really great immune boosting properties. So this is an amazing remedy for cold and flu season. So we have our peeled whole garlic. We have a pound of local honey plus a little extra that were little gifts. And then we have a jar that will close. This is a ball jar that I got from Walmart. You want something that's easy to open and close because as the garlic and honey ferment over 3 to 4 weeks, it will release gases, which if you don't release those gases could kind of pressurize your container. So we're going to cut our garlic. So we're going to cut the little stem piece off and then we're going to cut it into smaller chunks. You can leave it whole. So what we're doing with this fermented honey and garlic is we're going to be eating it actually. So again, great immune boosting properties. I work in healthcare. I started doing this last year and I think I got a cold once maybe last year, which is pretty good for having to literally touch and be in people's personal space all the time. So what I do is I will take a teaspoonful every few days. And then if I am sick, I will take a teaspoonful every day. Okay, so you're going to be eating it. So the honey does tone down that harsh garlic flavor. But again, it's still garlic, so it's not the best tasting thing in the world when you mix it with the honey. So we're going to cut it into smaller pieces, just like so. Again, cut it into any size you want. I like it to be smaller so that the honey can kind of infuse that garlic and really kind of tame it down a little bit. So we're going to get all of our garlic destemmed and chopped small. And now we have it in our jar and we're ready to put the honey in. So again, this is super easy. It just takes a little time to allow it to kind of ferment and come together. So we're going to take our local honey, which again has its own great properties as it'll have, kind of allergens and things in your immediate environment. So we're going to just pour it in. So as this ferments, again, it'll take about 3 to 4 weeks. You'll notice that the garlic will first be floating and then over time it'll sink and you become a little kind of candied in a way, in that it kind of darkens in color as it kind of absorbs that honey. And the honey itself will become more liquid. So it'll become more like the consistency of a syrup. And again, you can ingest however much you want. You can ingest just the honey. If you don't want to eat the garlic, it's really kind of up to you. But again, both have such great immune boosting properties. It's a really great thing to have ready for cold and flu season, which is right around the corner. So we're trying to make as little of a mess as possible, which is not going well here, and getting all of our honey into that jar. So again, this is going to ferment. So you want to, in those initial weeks, open this jar every couple of days to let those fermentation gases escape. If not, your jar will become pressurized and you risk it kind of exploding basically, which you don't want. So we got all of this in there and that's it. We're going to mix it around a little bit and then clean up this jar and let it sit. So for more tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel, Petite Homestead on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Lemonade. And that's fermented garlic and honey. Happy homesteading, y'all.